Welcome, folks. I am John Najarian, and this is 3 at guess what time? 3 o'clock Eastern time, that is. And I'm John Najarian. 3 at 3, we present unusual option activity. These are trades that our crack team at Market Rebellion, as well as our heat seeker algorithm, have ferreted out. And in most cases, we own what we are talking about. In other words, we eat our own cooking. So let's get started with the 14th of March, 3 at 3. Looking around, just kind of still relishing some of these trades, but I wasn't able to get to the unusual activity yesterday, 3 at 3. So I'm just kind of showing you some of these. This, of course, was SBNY, a stock that is no more. SBNY, they were buying those April 80 puts, and those puts are going to $80. So it went from 247 to 80. That's a pretty interesting trade right there. As is this one, the KRE, when we saw those April 50 puts for 265 on the Friday last week, and then the 47 puts for 50 cents. Well, those 47 puts went from 50 cents to $4.75. And those 50 puts went from 265 to $6.95. Again, these are like, manna from heaven, folks. As crazy as it was and as bad as it is for those banks, and certainly feel for the people who worked there that did nothing wrong. But the risk management was just horrific at Silicon Valley Bank and at Signature Bank. And they're the two that got taken out. So, again, that's because of poor risk management, the reasons that those guys were taken out. KRE, we had some fresh put buying yesterday. I bought those, and I quickly turned around and traded onto the long side because we realized that, you know what? We had stopped going down in the KRE, and you may have heard me talk about it on Fox Business with the one and only Charles Payne yesterday. Thank you, Charles. And we got a chance to make a nice trade in there to the upside. There's a couple Ally trades there, and they were rolling down puts. This is a U.S. banks sitting on unrealized losses, and this was obviously a pretty sobering video or picture out of Bloomberg that showed available for sale securities, held to maturity securities. I think you guys know, after you've heard me and others say it, that the banks that were holding some of those to maturity had to mark them to market once they sold those securities. So we're just pointing out that that is some of the issue facing the banks that did that, like Silicon Valley Bank. Timing for them, horrible, and really not a great grasp of risk management either. All right, but if you'd like a great grasp of mastering market momentum 101, by all means, join us. Rebellion Roundtable today, right at the market close. If you sign up by going to www.marketrebellion.com/register, you know what? You get to attend for free. And even if you can't attend in person, we will get you a video copy of this sent to your email just for signing up. So if you're somebody who'd like to master market momentum, trade like I do, trade like Pete does, like most of our traders do, well, marketrebellion.com/register. All right, quickly through these apps. APPS, it's $10.30 stock. They bought the June 10 calls for $1.69. So somebody wants to, instead of being long the stock, and 1,000 shares of the $10 stock is $10,000. Instead, they're putting about $1,700 on the table to buy a 10 lot. And of course, they bought a lot more than 10. They bought 6,900. 6,900 represents a very significant investment in apps. And these are June 10 calls, so you have a lot of time to be right. Be aware of that. Market Rebellion Live. Final few seats available, folks. Market Rebellion Live in Sonoma. We've got 2 days of live trading at that event. We have my brother Pete, me, a lot of our coaches and mentors will be there. If you're somebody who is looking to take your game to that next level in derivatives trading, by all means, join us June 8th through the 10th, 2023, Vintners Resort. A lot of different types of tickets are available if you want it with or without hotel and so forth. Go to marketrebellion.com/Sonoma. That's marketrebellion.com/Sonoma. All right, we've got GDX. This is the gold miners ETF. 68,000 calls being bought, September 40 calls. Those are more than $10 out of the money. Let's call it $11 out of the money. I don't buy those. I buy at the monies and I sell upsides against it. I will not have to do that right away in this case. You know why? Because these are all the way out to September. So we've got April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months into the future. So I think the decay is very slow. I think 6.8 million share equivalent, because 69,000 options is 6.8 million shares. Do you want to follow smart money like that? Because I know I do. And look what they did here. They bought the 40 calls, sold the 50 calls, collected about 16 cents on average, let's say, for selling the 50s, basically paid 55, 60 cents for the other side, their long side. It's a cheap shot, folks. But nonetheless, I would be rolled down to a much lower strike at the money and selling upside as it rallies. That's the way I play. And remember, you can't beat the averages by doing what the average person is doing. I don't know who said that, but that's good advice. Lastly, Farfetch. This is fashion. Farfetch, FTCH, broke down earlier this year. Somebody's playing for an end of April, the 28th of April, so not regular April expiration, which would be the 21st of April. Instead, a week after that, basically month end for April, they're buying the 5 calls with the stock at 470. So these calls are 30 cents. That's just that much out of the money. They're betting that we see a bounce out of this. And look, they paid, let's say, 36 cents, collected 12. You know, that would be 24 cents. I like the trade. And I think you could find worse ways to have a long position in a fashion brand. This is a good way to have a long position in a fashion brand. 20,000 is 2 million share equivalent. All right, it's going to do it for me, folks. I'm here at a board meeting for this company that I'm on the board of. There it is, M2I. Wonderful company. Love what they're doing, metals and mining. And I'm going to enjoy more fellowship with some of the board members like Governor Bill Richardson and a number of other folks that I'm not at liberty to use their names, but the governor said I could. I hope you have a great day. I look forward to being with you guys tomorrow. And until then, have a great day. I'll see you soon.